I want to feel about the heat we pass through. You think it's just something where typical or
no, typical.
what you think it mean? What you think I go on?
It's like a man sit down on him side, watch me and them set of people around us and just
But we don't really feel that still. We feel like if so much concrete there's a fire. With so much concrete, you must have heat. Because the earth can't breathe.
Yeah, right.
See? The earth can't breathe. You know, for grassland and them things there.
But man, I'm still controlling what we need to breathe.
Yeah, but with so much concrete, because the earth breathe through plants, you know. Green areas, you know. See? So, with not a lot of green areas, heat go and kill your ass, that stuff. You see me? Yeah, because I just talked to my brother in Vermont a while ago, you know. And I say, yo, all the heat in the city. And I say, boy, don't get hot. And I say, boy, Vermont cold and breezy. And I say, Vermont green and it's mountainous. You see what I say? So, it's a vibration.
Yeah.
So, at the concreteness of the city, man.
So, in other words, the earth a warm up. I know the sun I get out of the earth a warm up.
Yeah, the earth a warm up. Yeah, because if there was rivers running through the city, saying it would have cooler. Saying at least people that even go in the river then and cool down themselves. They then cool down themselves, the environment feel cooler naturally. And then again, now I don't know if people in New York should really I think about having coolness when them having this heat. Probably I just say go because I the coolest place me ever come. You see me I say so whenever I get cold
extreme to the next.
If I one extreme to the next, and if we just I didn't even observe it.
You know, me even complain.
Me didn't complain fireball. Me didn't observe the heat.
And then the next minute to cool it.
Yeah, me don't observe the heat because I come outside already and I see say it's a judgment when them time. I don't want to come outside them time really. I don't have no interest for there so when snow fall. I don't tell no lie. You see me I say, I prefer them time yeah. So me don't have no plane to come about it. You see me? Yeah.
No complaint to come out.
Just I want to say, alright. Okay, Brooklyn. This is not Jamaica. Okay, I understand. Okay. You think?
Differently, I feel like it's a spirit dog that pass through the place. Them say it's not a heat wave, it's a heat dome. So it's like this dome of hot air or sit right over the whole country from the Midwest all up to northeast and southeast. Right? And so no cool air now come in. I just bear the heat like the heat trap. And so the humidity. The humidity I feel will make you feel so hot, you know. Cause no breeze now blow and so the humidity can make you feel like it's all 130 degrees. So it's, in other words, feel like you're in an oven. Like you get baked, you understand? Like a womb. Like, you know, cause that's how I even sometimes analogize the womb, we call it the oven. Right? So the heat now, the heat is like the brother said, the earth sick. Earth can't breathe. You understand? And so reason why that is because it's a virus in the earth. Just like when you have a virus in your body. What happens when you have a virus in your body, your body temperature switch. It either go down or it go up. That's why the ice age was so deadly, and that's why this heat age even worse. Because the virus you know give you a fever. You understand? Like him I said, whole heap of the lungs of the earth cut down, the trees them.
Yeah, because concrete just pave it.
Them pave all over the place, them spill oil in the water, them kill off how much species, plants, animals, insects. You see what I'm saying? A whole heap of different things that they have done. So the earth now have to save itself. So it will go through a fever. When you go through a fever, you have to sweat it out. You understand? So look forward also to seeing a lot of these people just gone. Because even right now, a whole heap of them are cut up with black spots all over them body because melanoma, skin cancer. You understand? A whole heap of that are going right now. But me also feel like
we call it, vitiligo, the one where you get white.
White, yeah.
So they want re-vitiligo.
Yeah, melanoma is like, you know. So me also feel like a exchange a go on, you like a mindset a get switch out. You see me, I say like the old mindset, like yeah, them are dead off right now, them are phase out, them are leave the planet. And a new mindset, a warrior mindset a return.
That's my God, I reason already, and my second say. You can't really change the old head them, you just have to love
Right,
them
you can't change them.
And when them come back as you to catch them and deal with them from this. Everything change, right?
Yeah.
The truth become fashionable, you know. You know, certain things done, you know, so the pastor take the church outside because nobody not come in anymore, so they bring it outside. That's not work no more. The days are done.
Yeah, the powers of them philosophy they get weak. People them are wake up and it's like the whole scare them thing now work no more, you understand?
I ask her, say, oh, come live right side the church, and I say to her, say, I'm there about 2 years now, I never even really address the issue that really affect we as black people. Not even one of them in some different state where I get killed, but we own us. We never even address certain issue. Why is that? All in the into is just I love you, this and that. But we don't really see. Nobody are come together as a collective. I do nothing for the betterment of the people. You know? We didn't bother wait for shit to answer because we know them train at all. So just left her with something.
Yeah.
But it's a serious thing.
Man, the mindset of a phase out, man.
It's a serious thing.
So it's like, you know, and that's what that is, you know, dog. That is coming out like it's you reach a destination, you have to depart off of the ship, you know. You understand?
It's just a phase, you know, the
because you look on the earth that traveling, you know, there's a ship literally, you know.
Yeah, man.
Like just like you're in a vehicle, you're there on a ship.
Yeah, but different phases.
But you can't fly in a space without it, you understand? Because it have an atmosphere where give you oxygen and whatever necessary gases you need. It filter the sunlight in, so it not burn it to a crisp. You understand? It have all, it give you food, it give you water, it give you everything where you need. You understand? That's the kind of ship you're there on.
True.
You understand? But you fuck it up.
Oh, I'm grateful.
You understand? You fuck it up. It's like you know what I mean? You kill the blood clot ship. And I kill yourself at the same time. Yeah. Everything.
I should feel the same, man. And leave the audacity to the sit down and say, thanks, man.
Yeah, man. But more than thanks, so she need protection because, like, she, you know, the might try. It's like this virus is out to kill her. You understand? And every organism, you know, human, insect, whatever, have certain things to protect them, you know, themselves. Like if you get a bacteria in your blood right now, you have white blood cells and certain blood cells you have to attack it.
What I say still, you know, is that who are do the thing now, who are run the thing now, they never start out this one. Or them get this power. So if we were the greatest man on earth to build a pyramid and all them type of thing, and things that we did see all of this come. We must see it and prepare for it.
Yeah, no, the thing is,
all of them really are do. And nothing look as well. So it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end.
Yeah, but you see the thing is, the thing now. A lot of the stuff we have got through, right? Is mental.
See?
It's pure mental, and them here that are the first law of mentalism. All is mind, the universe is mental. All of this shit is mental. Even the shit they don't use mental. Because they're oppressing you mentally. They tell you that you're not free and you say and you're fighting for freedom. How the fuck can you fight for freedom if you're a free man?
True.
But you say you're fighting for freedom. That means you already mentally think say you're not free.
Yeah, because
you see what I'm saying? All you have to do, you don't have to fight for your freedom. You fight to defend your freedom. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you I'm free, and anything you want to come and do to say that I'm not free, I'm willing to die to back up that I'm free. You see what I'm saying? You're going to have to kill me. I'm not going to submit to whatever you're telling me is freedom. I'm free.
You know what fuck them up right now? You them not free for dead no more.
That's it. Because they realize that dying is not death. You understand? Dying is not death. You come back every day you come back, you travel from the sun right back here. You see what I'm saying? What people don't understand is that without that sunlight, there is no life.
Death is only just a phase in the cycle of return.
Sure.
When you have youth, you are your youth and your youth and you.
Indeed.
Yes, right.
Indeed. I mean, you know, they trying to, but the whole thing is this, right? If you're afraid to die, but you're going to die anyway, how fucking realistic is your fear?
That's the best thing. It's the most potent tool.
You see what I'm saying? If you're afraid to die, and you're going to die anyway, shouldn't you then want to just not, you know, if you can even control it, you should die in your own terms then.
Guys, like, check this.
You can say, you know what, I now that I'm going to, since I'm going to die, it's like if you're going to fail, right? So if I tell you you're going to fail any which way you do,
you still feel.
You still feel. But you can decide, you know what, I'm just going to be a little typical failure, or I'm going to be the greatest failure that ever was. You see what I'm saying? You can push it to the limit. You can say, I'm going to make sure that I tried everything, and if I fail them all, then yeah, I am the greatest failure. But it's not because I didn't try something. I tried different things. You only tried one thing and you failed at one fucking thing. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. There's no such thing as it. But the whole thing is that whatever, if you're going to die, how are you going to die? That's what now you have to determine, because you're like, yo, death is inevitable. So why am I going to worry about that? Now the only thing I got to worry about is how I'm going to die. Am I going to die a great man? I'm going to die a typical man. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to die on principles that I believe in, or I'm just going to die for some bullshit, you know, because, you know, I'm fucking some nigga's wife and thought it was cool. You see what I'm saying? What am I going to die for? What is going to be the thing that I'm going to live my life to the ultimate for? Because in the end, it won't really even matter. But at least I'll make you think with my life. You see what I'm saying? You'll be thinking, because no matter who you look at, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, all these men, they all dead. But they left you with something to think about. They left you with something to believe in.
Yeah, you can't.
You see what I'm saying? They left you with enough where, like, you can come out of that shit and be like, you know what, man? Yeah, I'm gonna die one day, but look at how these guys were young. These weren't no old men. You see what I'm saying? These men weren't in their 70s. Like some people, wait. Oh, I'm waiting until this. I'm waiting until that. Nigga, once you hit once you cross that 20 mark, your ass is on fire. It's time for you to go. Those are your formative years. Those are your years to conquer the world. Those are the years where you're not going to be thinking about what you can't do. You're going to think about everything that you can do, and you're going to be doing it. You see what I'm saying? Because everything is in cycles. When you get into your 30s and you start want to have a family, and you start, now you start kind of like, becoming philosophical about life, you kind of pull back from certain things. You get into your 40s and you pretty much like, if you don't have that fire in you to keep you going, you're a dead man.
True.
You see what I'm saying? Your 50s, you think your life is over. Because now you're counting your birthdays by groups of 10. Because you say now 50, they say shit, in 10 years I'm going to be 60. You're not saying next year you're going to be 51. You're saying in 10 years I'm going to be 60. You see what I'm saying? When you start counting your years like that and you haven't done the shit that you want to do, you see how fucking fast time flies. So you can't say I'm gonna do it next week, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. But if you've ripped yourself into that vein, into that like consistent inconsistency, that consistent procrastination, that consistent, I can do it another time, that's persistent, I'm not gonna finish it when I started, you're not gonna be able to turn it on when you want to.
True.
Because it's like muscle memory. So every time you try to come out the ridge, you get dragged back into it. You see what I'm saying? So what you have to do is you have to take your time now and say, shit, man, if I'm 30 right now, I'm going to decide how I want the 40-year-old version of me to be. So, I'm just going to start creating that next, layer. You know what I'm saying? Or the 40-year-old me is going to be a reader, so I'm going to start reading every fucking day. You see what I'm saying? The 40-year-old me is going to be, well built and fit in exercise. So I'm going to start going to the gym at least 3 times a week. The 40-year-old version of me is going to have healthy lungs or a healthy body. So, I'm going to start eating right. And I'm going to start, I'm going to stop doing certain things.
Yeah, true.
And you start creating those grooves. Yeah. But a lot of people get to 39 on the 364th day, and they want to become that in one fucking day. It's not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen because you haven't practiced. You haven't grooved yourself into that.
No training.
Yeah, there's no discipline there. So you are what you actually make yourself. You know what I mean? You're creating your own flow. You're creating your own rhythm. You're creating the thread that's gonna connect now to your future, based on everything that you're doing, and also some of the things that you've already done.
True.
So you have to audit yourself and go into yourself and say, you know, what can I remove to make sure I'm stronger? What can I add to make sure, you know, I'm faster? What can I you know, I do better to make sure this or to make sure that? You see what I'm saying? Just audit yourself, give yourself an honest audit, because, like, you know, you have to become, if you want to become better, you know what I'm saying, you have to accept the things that you're really good at, and you have to also acknowledge the things that you're bad at. You see what I'm saying? And then just try to make the right decisions to improve, you know, so you can move yourself forward. And I just think, like, especially in this time, man, us as black men, like, there's a lot of shit going on right now to make us afraid. You know, that's why we're talking about the whole fear of death, because that's what we feel from a lot of people. But, you know, it's like there's a spirit now that's been infused to say, yo, not everybody's afraid to die. Because the last brother, he said something about, I have a body, but I am not my body.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And our bodies are borrowed.
You understand? So the whole thing now is you know, is to just look at not so much how, if you're afraid to live die, don't let your fear of death also cause you to be afraid to live.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
And that happened to a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people. That's why they're not doing nothing.
Yeah, because
they're not doing nothing because you know they're afraid to die, and because they're afraid to die, they're afraid to live.
Yeah,
they won't go anywhere because, oh, this person might be there and that might happen. They won't experience anything. They won't even go to another country because, oh, what if the plane falls out the sky? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Fear.
Yeah,
man.
It kills you twice.
That's like Marcus
You see what I'm saying?
twice defeated in the race of life. Without self-confidence, you know.
That's true.
So we have to get past our fear, man. That's number one. And we have to understand that it's all mental. Whatever the mental trick is, we have to identify it and realize that that's what it is. It's just a trick. So, you know, the more time you waste, you know, not figuring out the trick you're just making it, you're fucking it up for everybody else. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like everybody's waiting on you to fucking get it so we can move on.
Yeah.
So if you haven't gotten it, you're the one that's fucking it up. So you have to deal with that guilt and figure it out quick, so we can move on to the next thing. Because this is just this is a mind game. You see what I'm saying? They're making you like, look, in the Vatican they used to do a thing where they say, yo, if you have a beard you have to pay a beard tax. Right?
If you have a what?
A beard.
Okay.
So guess what everybody did? They shaved their beards.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So they wouldn't have to pay the tax. That's social engineering right there.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then they came to America and they said if you have a head, you have to pay a tax. So he said, shit, I got a head, so I got to pay a tax. But what am I going to pay the tax with? They said you have to pay the tax with US dollars. You know, you never seen nothing called a US dollar. So where do I get the US dollars from? Oh, you have to work for this company. Who owns this company? I do. So basically, you have to work for my company, do whatever the fuck I want you to do, build this city, you know what I mean? Do this shit, just so you can pay your head tax. To who?
To me.
To me. It's a game.
Sick game.
You understand? It's a sick game they playing. But they play so good at it that, you know, you are participating in their bullshit. You don't realize.
You can't see it. It doesn't know say I'm earning my daily bread.
I mean, I watching this movie and the movie talking about the Confederate soldiers in the South. After the war was finished between them and the North, like, you know, and Abraham Lincoln made a Emancipation Proclamation. They showed a scene where this brother who was a slave, and he was just running to his wife excited, like, yo, we're free, it's over, we're free. And I'm like, that shit made me sad, man, because I'm like,
you were born free.
How the fuck why you excited because he told you you're free? You see how he fucked you up? He told you you're free, so if he could tell you you're free, he could tell you that you're not free.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He says, oh, you're free right now, but tomorrow you're not free.
Exactly.
So if it's like he got your mind on a yo-yo. Yeah.
Is that the man go on a plantation one day and I'm set to the plantation and I say, listen, I'm going to say some things where you're going to stop me, but don't stop, just love me. You're all free men, free women, you can leave. But if you leave, you might go over there and John might see you and him kill you. So it would be best for you to stay here and just work and be married. However, Mr. Man about run the plantation, but you're all free men. You must look on a thing like that. You're free. So the games that you play.
Yeah. I mean, they playing like they literally own you. You see what I'm saying? This shit is real serious. It's like it's a card game. And they're playing the game with you like they had a Berlin conference to decide who would get what part of Africa. So, you see what I'm saying? They cut up the continent like it was a cake. Look at that. I mean, look at that. How somebody just take your life and say, I own it. You know, I'm going to give this to you, this to you, this to you, this to you. They created all these borders that never existed and created a lot of conflicts in the process with tribes that were never together. They brought those tribes together with these lines, and tribes that were apart, they separated. Yeah. I mean, tribes that were together, they separated. You see what I'm saying? With one line. So now, instead of being in say Zimbabwe, now you're in Rwanda. You see what I'm saying? Because of a line, and because you're in Rwanda, and that's where you have your land, right? You have to deal with this whole other tribe that is not like your tribe, and maybe at odds with your tribe because of historical shit that modern day people don't know nothing about, because we don't even know our own history. So how you gonna know the history of a whole continent and the people that you don't even know about? True. You see what I'm saying? Just like Europe has its conflicts, those countries have histories of conflicts. So if you don't know their history and know why Germany don't like this one or France don't like that one or why such and such don't link, because you're just assuming that because they're European they're all together. Right, they're not all together. True. You understand what I'm saying? You have to know the history of how they got some of the things they got and some of the things they lost and what happened. So in Africa there's a long history between these different groups. And as black people, we have become so sensitive of like certain things that we feel ashamed to see our history being played out. You know what I mean? And it's just our history. It may not be, and they don't see like the tribes, certain tribes in Africa. You go there, they're not looking at you just based on your skin color. You're not from my tribe. You're not from my tribe. You understand what I'm saying? They don't care if you're black. They don't care that, you know what I mean, it's a different thing. Because you have to understand that at one point everybody on the planet was black. And they had nations and they had conflicts. It wasn't all lovey-dovey and peace, because like if you have a nation, you have boundaries. And you're bound. That's why they all had armies. You think they just had armies because,
They look good.
No, they had armies because when